quoting from a confidential document. The member for Flynn.
Thank you, Mr Speaker. My question is to the Deputy Prime Minister, the Minister for Agriculture and Water Resources. Will the Deputy Prime Minister update the House on new export markets for Australian agricultural exporters, particularly red meat processors in my electorate of Flynn? What are the obstacles in the viability of this industry and the jobs it creates for hard-working Australians?
The Deputy Prime Minister has the call.
Well, Mr Speaker, I thank the honourable member for his question and note the honourable member's hard work in such things as making sure we drive ahead with the Rookwood Weir, trying to get a new dam built in central Queensland. Very important. Not getting much support from the Queensland Labor Party up there to the honourable member, none at all. They're pretty hopeless. But the honourable member understands all about what it's like to do a day's work. He's been a fettler, he's been a miner, he's been a truck driver. He understands what it's like to work, and he understands how important blue-collar jobs are. Blue-collar jobs are. I note up in the gallery I've got Peter Petty. He's been a farrier. He's knocked a few sets of shoes on horses. He's got Greg beside him there, and Mick Pearce. All people who've done a day's work. It's very important because we want to stand up for people who actually go to work and do a job. They mightn't have gone to university, and they mightn't have been a union official. They mightn't have had the luck of becoming a teacher, but they get a job as a manufacturing worker. And to do that, of course, you're going to need either cheap wages, and we don't want those, or cheap power. Cheap power. I don't know. And the member for Grainler, I don't know whether the member for Grainler has ever worked. I don't think the member for Grainler has ever done any work. He tries to be the bobber boy. He's more the St Mary's Cathedral boy. That's the member for Grainler. But he can't even get a question, the member for Grainler. But it's very important. It's very important that we understand the markets that we are opening up, especially
the member for Gorton will leave under 94A.
China, because we've really turned around the price of cattle. We've turned around the price of sheep. We've made sure that our rural exports have increased by 29% since the Labor Party was in government, and we're doing everything in our power to make sure that we get affordable and reliable power, especially to the people of North Queensland, where youth unemployment is at 20%. Youth unemployment is at 20%. You think that the Labor Party, especially those around Townsville, would be standing up for cheap power. You think those around Townsville would be talking to the Leader of the Opposition to make sure that he can say these words, coal-fired power, but he won't. He won't. It's not possible for him to say those words. He doesn't believe in those words. He doesn't believe in labourers, especially around Townsville. He doesn't believe in labourers around Townsville at all. And you know that. You know that. You know that he's not going to stand up for working men and women. It's really important that we understand that if we're going to stand behind those meat workers in Rockhampton and the member for Capricornia seat, that we have the ability to get baseload power, renewable and affordable into those meat works. And that is the sort of delivery that we are doing, because we're going to make sure that we drive forward and we work with our state counterparts to do such things as build new coal-fired power stations, something the Labor Party won't do. Because the Labor Party, and I say this to those from Tenterfield and from Uralla, the Labor Party are owned by the Greens. They're owned by the Greens. They've given up on labourers. They've given up on labourers. They no longer believe in labourers. They no longer believe in labourers. They're pathetic.
The Deputy Prime Minister's time has concluded.